Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to QED. Give yourselves a round of applause for being here. Oh my God, we can do better than that. Round of applause on a windy night. Folks, this is Ugly Flamingos. Eric is at the bar if you need anything to drink. Bathroom is straight back to your right. Please silence your cell phones. And now give it up for your host of the evening, James Crowley.
Hey, QED, how are you doing? Yeah! Thank you guys for coming out to Ugly Flamingos, our monthly comedy variety show. Clap it up for yourselves for coming out. It got cold out, didn't it? Like, it was so nice today, and then it was like, oh, walking over, I'm like, ooh, it is chilly. So, you know, one more time just for coming out in the cold. I know how it is to come out in the cold. All right, cool. So you guys are ready for a night of comedy, music. It's going to be fantastic. But first, you get a little bit of me. I'm going to tell you guys something exciting. I got engaged a couple of months ago. Yeah. Now, my fiance got me a male engagement ring. Boo. No, I wanted a male engagement ring, right? Because like my fiance, I spent a lot of money on her engagement ring, and I'm like, all right, it's only fair if you spend a little bit of money on me, right? So she got me the male engagement ring. But I'll tell you guys, when I proposed to my fiance, it was like the most romantic moment of my life, right? Like, you know, I went to our favorite spot in the park. You know, both of our families were there. There was champagne, a photographer, the whole 9 yards. When my fiance gave me the male engagement ring, she was just kind of like, here you go. Merry Christmas. It's not wrapped, you know? Like this might be an unpopular opinion, but I kind of wanted my fiance to propose to me too, you know? Because like she pegs me, you know? So like I kind of like to be the girl sometimes, you know? Like I wanted her to get down on one knee to propose to me, and then I would get down on my knees to get the strap-on ready for her, you know? Like it's only fair. I'm sorry to hit you so hot with the pegging right from the jump, you know? But no, I was having a conversation with someone recently about the male engagement ring, and they were like, oh, you know, what are you going to do when you get married? Are you just going to like wear 2 rings on your finger? And I'm like, well, realistically, I hope that like by the time I'm married, I'm doing a little bit better financially, because then I'm just going to like transition into being a ring guy, you know? Like walk up like Johnny Depp, 12 rings on my fingers, like you guys would hear it on the microphone, you know? Like in my mind, I'm going to get married and I'm just going to like transform into Jason Momoa, you know? And I know he seems like a ring guy, but he actually doesn't wear a lot of rings, you know? But I'll tell you guys something. I'll tell you guys something else. My fiance does not like this outfit, but I found a good solution to that, and this is what I wore to propose to her. And you know, I figured I would take her least favorite outfit and make it her most favorite outfit. You know, and then I've got a built-in excuse anytime she wants to say something about it. I could always just say, "Well, it was good enough for you to say yes in. It was good enough for you to say yes in, and now it's not good enough for Allison's wedding." You know, like. This is how I dress for weddings. All right, let's transition to something a little less exciting. I got laid off from my job like about a year ago. Yeah, no, disappointing, not good. And like I've been on the job hunt now for like a year, and I've been getting like pretty aggressive in the job hunt. And like I'm at the point now that I'm like super desperate, and I'm just like trying anything to get a new job, right? So like now, like if I apply to a job and it needs a cover letter, I'm not writing a cover letter. Instead, what I do is I write, give me the job or I'll fucking kill myself. You know? And like, I'll be honest, I don't think that's gonna get me any jobs definitively, but it's definitely gonna make the recruiter think twice before they send that automated rejection. You know? They're gonna be like, he's not qualified, but do I want his blood on my hands? You know? There's not a button in Workday for this, you know? But I was talking to a friend of mine about that recently. I said, what do you think would happen if I did that? And she said, to be honest, I think they would call the police and they would do a wellness check and you would end up in a psych ward. And I was like, I don't think that's true. Because I've been telling comedy audiences that I'm going to kill myself for years, and never once have they called a wellness check, you know? Like, you know, it's only fair. But, no, but let's see. I did have a job interview recently for a job that I was excited about that I did get rejected from. It is a little disappointing. The job was for Sports Illustrated, but the swimsuit issue specifically. And like, I kind of understand why I got rejected from it, because I look like the type of guy that's way too into the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. You know, like I have no interest in sports. I'm not good at sports at all, and it's like, all right, cool, you know, like, but he knows when it comes out, you know, once a year. But so this year, as protest after not getting the job, I'm just not gonna masturbate to it this year, you know, like, make it even. All right, anyway, it's March. I see. Did everyone celebrate Ash Wednesday yesterday? A couple people. No, yeah, that's fair. But did we know it was Ash Wednesday? Yeah, you know, a couple of lapsed Catholics in the room. That's fine. No, I went to Catholic school. Like, there is a big religious holiday coming up that I am excited about, and it is St. Patrick's Day. You know, people don't think of it as a religious holiday, but it is. You know, because St. Patrick, he's the patron saint of Ireland. He brought Catholicism to Ireland. He did not bring day drinking to Ireland, as is often people think of. But like, you know, it is one of those things where like it's got to be hard to be a patron saint, right? Because like he's not the patron saint of getting blackout drunk in the afternoon, you know? He's the patron saint of like a whole country. And like I went to Catholic school, so like I care a lot about the patron saints, right? So like, you know, like the way patron saints are supposed to work is like you pray to the patron saint of whatever it is you need, right? So like Saint Francis is the patron saint of the poor. So like if you need money, you pray to Saint Francis. You know, Saint Anthony, patron saint of lost items. If you're looking for something you can't find it, you're supposed to pray to Saint Anthony. St. Jude is the patron saint of lost causes, so like that's kind of where I'm at in my job hunt, you know? But like when I told my parents I was going to be a comedian, they were like, all right, I guess St. Jude is our patron saint now, you know? Like, and while we're on the subject, fucked up thing to name a children's hospital after. Like once you know that, you know, like, and, you know, you're just kind of like, you know, if you go there, it's like, is there any hope? You know, like, should I give up? Have my parents already? But no, let's see. I am getting older. I am excited to be getting married because like I'm 30 years old, and at this point in my life, my primary hobby is like going to punk shows and getting into mosh pits. And like I knew I needed to marry my fiance because like I don't think I could explain that hobby to like an age-appropriate woman, right? Like I don't think there's a 30-year-old that's gonna accept that. Like I think if I was gonna start dating now, I would have to like trick a girl into coming to a punk show. And it would just have to be like, all right, cool, we're in like a tiny room, the crowd's just a bunch of guys that look like me, the band's just a bunch of guys that look like me, and then at one point the lead singer of the band is gonna be like, all right, kill each other, and then I'm gonna have to start dancing like this. Like, I don't think a 30-year-old woman is going to appreciate that, you know, like, but no, I am 30, and I do think I'm getting too old to go to, like, punk shows and metal shows. Maybe not go to the shows, but at least, like, get into mosh pits, right? Because, like, you know, like, I'm 30, for my 29th birthday, I stage dived, right? And, like, I know what you're thinking. Stage diving doesn't have an age limit, but it definitely has a weight limit. And I've clearly surpassed it. Like one of the more recent times I was stage diving, I had a cool moment where I was like crowd surfing, and like I had a moment with the band, right? Like I locked eyes with the bassist, and he was just staring me down. And like I could read the expression on his face. He was like, is this fat fuck gonna kill a 14-year-old? You know, like, is this gonna be our Astro World? You know, like this isn't what we wanted to be remembered for. You know, but like, it is one of those things, because like I'm 30 years old and I'm emo, but like when I was in high school I was emo, but I also did musical theater, which like are two things that sound like they don't go together. But like if you ever did musical theater, you know that like half the people there were like hardcore thespians, and then the other half just kind of wished that they were at Warped Tour instead. You know? And I think it's because like when you do musical theater, it's the only school-sanctioned activity where you're encouraged to feel your feelings, right? So like you have these angsty teenagers that are like, I hate my mom, I hate my dad, I want to listen to My Chemical Romance, I can't? Well then I guess Annie will do. You know? The sun will come out tomorrow! But like going to mosh pit, getting into mosh pits now, like I do like to break out my musical theater moves sometimes. So it'll be like, all right, I want to see you go crazy out there, and I'm like, sick. Glad that I was in Greece. All right, but like I said, I am 30 years old and I'm emo, and it is hard getting to be this age and be an emo. Because most of us did not expect to live this long. Like, and like, there's no good emo songs about getting past the age of like 25, right? Like there's no songs that go like, when I hit my 30s, my father told me to get a real job. You'll never have a mortgage. Are you guys ready for a great show? Coming up right now is the funniest man from Florida. Give it up for Josh Dawes.
Oh, this is fun. Okay. I really want to stage dive now. I know it's like dangerous for you guys specifically, but I want to do a check on how much you can handle me. I want to. Okay. A little bit about me. I have a BFA in acting and an MFA in dramatic writing, which means that I owe $300,000 to learn to do two things that they'll let you do for free. I have a degree in a thing a horse can do. Do you know? Okay. The acting degree is fun. Here's the issue with having an acting degree, is they don't actually check your GPA at the door of the audition, you know what I mean? I've never been to an audition and had them go, send everybody else home. It says here that Josh Dawes has a theater degree from the University of Central Florida. That's the Harvard of Orlando. My master's is from NYU, which I thought was a good school until I went there. And then I learned, like, oh, this is just where rich people send their dumbest, gayest children. I wish I had known that before all the loans. Can I tell you guys a story? This is kind of like, it's a longer story. It's a story, we're cool with the story? It's a story of how I tried to lose my virginity, and then how I actually lost my virginity. When I first started, I was 15 years old. And I took a poll of all the girls in my high school, and they were pretty much all in agreement they were fine with me remaining a virgin. And so I thought to myself, like, Josh, who has sex? And I thought, grown-ups. That's how immature I was. I called adults grown-ups. And so I Googled grown-up sex site. And I found adultfriendfinder.com. For those of you too young to remember, Adult Friend Finder, not for finding friends, actually. Adult Friend Finder is basically like Tinder if it was all unsolicited dick pics. And so I went and I signed up, and I was like, I should come up with a good name for these grown-ups I'm trying to trick into a felony. And so I named myself Josh 15 for you. Any takers, ladies? Any takers? No, there aren't. There weren't any takers, amazingly. And so when I waited for a couple months, and I kept checking the site, and I got no response. And I thought, you know what it is? It's all these prudes on adultfriendfinder.com. That's why I can't get laid. Let me graduate to its sister site, kink.com. And if you've never been on kink.com, congratulations! No, sorry. It's a site that alphabetically listed every kink it was possible to have. And so you would just check boxes. And I was a virgin 15-year-old from Tallahassee, Florida. So I just had every kink. I was like, BDSM, my parents still spank me. Check. Pegging, I want to get married one day. Check. And I check every single box until I get to the last one, which is water sports. And I'm like, oh, I'll have sex in a pool. Sure. I'll play some strip Marco Polo. Check. And that's the one I get the response back from. By the way, my favorite part of this joke is this part right now, because I know some of you know what water sports is. And some of you were like 15-year-old me and didn't. That's my favorite. Okay. So that's the part I get the response back from. And I get the response back from a 32-year-old woman, and she says, hey, you're into water sports. And I said, yeah. How do you like to play them? And she's like, I like to play them where I pee on you. Because that's what it is! First of all, as a side note, as an adult now, why are we gussying up pee play? What? Isn't the dirtiness part of it, kind of? But I was so desperate for sex that I messaged this woman. I was like, well, after you pee on... I did not lose my virginity this way. I'm just... Spoiler alert, do not worry about 15-year-old me. It didn't happen. But I was like, okay. after you pee on me, do we get to have sex? And I'll never forget her response, which was sure. And so I set up a date. And some of you wonder, like, where does a 15-year-old take an adult woman who wants to pee on him for a date? The Chili's at the local mall. And here's the thing, looking, like, in the moment, as a 15-year-old, you think you look like an adult, right? You remember being 15, you're like, I look like a grown-up. You look like an unfuckable child. And this woman my own age now, walked in and went, okay, and rode with it. We walked around the mall. I held her hand. I was like a 15-year-old who was like, oh, we're boyfriend and girl. And we go to the parking lot, and she's like, hey, do you want to go back to your place? Which is, I think, a very presumptive thing if you're going to make a mess in your sexual act, right? You should offer your place, I think. She said, do you want to go back to your place? And I said, no, I have roommates, my parents. And she's like, I have roommates too, but they're going to be gone next weekend. Why don't you come over? And then we exchanged AOL Instant Messenger information, just so I can date myself to a very specific age. And that's the reason this didn't happen, by the way. That's the reason I never saw this woman again. The reason I never saw her again was because of AIM and the family computer. You guys remember the family computer? I remember jerking off at the family computer, like waiting for your parents to go to sleep. It's at 9 p.m., come on! No. I was on the family computer, it was during the day, and I was flirting back and forth with this woman. And I was like, what's up, beautiful? And she's like, what's up, toilet? And not great. And my little sister saw this happening, and she thought I was talking to a girl my own age. Like an idiot. And being a little sister, she decided to prank me. And so when I went up for a snack, she ran over to the computer and she typed, hey, I think I'm in love with you. And immediately, this one was like, whoa, moving too fast. No, we should call this off. So in case you're wondering what it takes to scare away a grown woman willing to pee on a child, the power of love. That's how I tried to lose my virginity. I actually lost it 2 years later. I had a girlfriend at the time, my own age, like an idiot. And here's the thing about this story, is it's dumb, but it's real. Did anybody in here lose their virginity to a song? Anybody? Okay, doing this to a very dark room is very typical. I lost my virginity to, I think, the worst possible song. I invited her over, and we started playing the Super Nintendo Flintstones video game. I think you guys are seeing where this is going. There's a fun thing about that video game is when you hit pause on that video game, it's silent for about 2 minutes. And then it loudly starts playing the Flintstones theme song. So she comes over, we're playing the game, she hits pause because I guess she gets bored for some reason. And we go to the act very quickly. And this is this moment I've built up in my head, I really want to do this, I've been so excited for it. And it's like, literally the second it starts, it's a very abrupt start to a song. You notice when you're losing your virginity to it. You tend to notice that. And here's the thing, we're all adults here. If the Flintstones theme song came on when any of us were having sex right now, what would we do? We'd have a little chuckle. We'd go and shut it off. And then we'd go back to the sex we were having. But I was 17, and I was like, well, if I stop it now, it'll never happen. So I just try to, like, power my way through it. And I know, like, again, we've all had sex to music. We're all grown-ups here. Grown-up sex site. We're all grown-ups here. When you have sex to music, there's the inclination to, like, go along with the beat. And even at 17, I was like, I cannot have sex with this poor girl. They're like, I can't do that to her. So I like try to like go against the beat. Yeah, which is difficult to do, I discovered. And I got so like wrapped up in my own head about this that your boy Yabba Dabba couldn't come. Is what happened. I faked it my first time. I was so desperate for this thing, I faked it my first time. And she could tell, by the way. I remember this. I faked it. I was wearing a condom because I was like a little boy, and I quickly go to throw the condom away, and she goes, "Hey, can I see that condom for a second?" That's not a good sign. That's not what you want to hear. So she leaves, and don't worry, it wasn't too awkward. We only got caught by my mom as she was leaving. Yeah, she's leaving. She's putting on clothes. Caught by my mom. And the thing is, my mom is a very sweet lady. She's a very open lady. And like after my girlfriend leaves, she sits me down and goes, "Hey, so how was it?" And I went, "Ah!" And she's like, no, how was it?" And for some reason, I don't know why, I decided to be honest. And I was like, not that great actually. It wasn't what I expected it to be. And my mom was like, "Well, did you try exploring all of her erogenous zones?" Yeah. And I had your reaction. And she's like, no. I was like, no. A lot of young men, they go straight for the nipple, you know? What if she likes having her earlobe licked? Or her inner arm licked? I was like, I learned what my mom is into. That's what But I was 17 years old, and so the next time we had sex, I didn't have any better ideas planned. So I gave it a shot. And I don't know if you've ever had a 17-year-old girl look down at you and go, "What the fuck are you doing?" And you just have to look up and be like, "My mommy thought it'd be hot." All right, guys, you're amazing. Clap it up yourself. Clap it up yourself.
Dawes, everybody! Josh was talking about Tank.com. Before I got engaged, I was on FetLife. Anyone here on FetLife? Not a good question to be asking a big group of people. No, FetLife, if you don't know, it's Facebook, but for kinky people. And half the people use it the way you're supposed to, which is to try to find a dominatrix. And then the other half of people use it like it's normal Facebook, right? And when those two worlds meet, it is insane. I once saw a post on there that said "Hey, a couple of us are going to Applebee's to get appetizers. Does anyone want to come?" And then someone commented on that post, "Hey, some of us have been trying to get a group masturbation session going, but I've never been to Applebee's. Would that be an okay place to do it?" And I don't know who I feel worse for in that scenario. The person that has to ask if you can masturbate at an Applebee's, or the person looking for friends on Fetish Facebook. All right, are you guys ready for your next comic? The next comic is featured in Cosmo. Give it up for Yoshiko Watson.
I did some low-key dumb work this year. I'll do real jokes soon, but I have to talk about this, of course. Yeah. But I do some mean jokes. These guys see me do mean jokes online, and they message me for $100, will you send me mean texts? And I'm like, oh, of course. It has to be sexy mean. That's where the work is, right? This guy, he texted me are you judging me? I'm touching my tiny cock in the bathroom at work. And I started typing out yeah, get it together, my dude. Oh, right, you filthy, pathetic cock. Yeah, alright, well, you guys good? You guys are good. Can you tell from my posture that I have a yeast infection? Anyone else in love? No, just kidding. I'm in a weird spot. I have 2 jobs, no health insurance, weird period. I don't know what to do. I was thinking, my roommate, if I could ask her if we could just hover pussies 6 inches apart, repairing iPhones. See if I can get a jump start, you know? No, I don't talk to her anymore. Whatever. It's she's Gen Z. She didn't vote. She's very appreciative. She didn't vote. I was real pissed the day after election day. I was in a blind rage, so I'm not proud. I left her a dirty dish in the sink. Which, for a Japanese person, that's an act of extreme political violence. I did, she never leaves the house, always in some health spiral on TikTok. We have to replace all this shit in the house because of microplastics. She's like, microplastics are bad for your brain. I was like, you know what's bad for your brain? Only talking to me. Get out there. And like, yeah, with I'm sorry, I have 10 minutes on this. I'll only do 3, I promise. But yeah, it was like, oh, I haven't, been excited. It's all useless to vote and do anything. I was like, bitch. Also, you don't have a monopoly on pessimism, right? Millennials, my favorite album by the Postal Service was called Give Up. Yes, I love that. Yeah, she's like, I haven't been excited since Bernie. Sure, but like, bitch, I haven't come since I saw those pictures of Leo at the beach. I still go out and I try. People are doing horrifying things instead of drinking these days. If you're sober, that's cool, but some people are doing it wrong. I'm sorry. I saw this table in Bushwick appeared to be making a group vision board. You know those like how frat boys they all jerk off into a cookie? Someone has to eat it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the emotional version of that, right? Pretty much. Some poor bastard has to now accomplish all of Bushwick's dreams. I desperately want to fix the posture of all of Bushwick. I'm big on posture, but really, so much of Bushwick is like, I'm a proud bisexual. Are you? Show, don't tell. I know you went to film school. Every one of these kids in Bushwick, also they dress edgy, but they don't fuck. I don't know what that's for. What are you? In my day, we would eat ass in business casual. So much talk about eating ass and so little pink eye. Are we doing it or not? Thanks for being down. I've dated in Brooklyn all over. I was dating Jersey guys for a second. Very hot. Always jacked. Sometimes you find out on the 3rd date that they have a daughter, but that's your fault for not reading the profile. Yeah. Some of these gym guys, they get too into intermittent fasting. Yeah, they need to chill a little bit. This guy was like, my feeding window's between 2 and 6. Feeding window? Cheers. Are you a baby snake? I try not to be too picky on Hinge. I was a troll on there, that's the problem. I was like, just for fun, what's the most unpopular Hinge bio I could imagine? So they wrote like, need to conceive ASAP. So that I don't have our baby in Scorpio season. Yeah, that's perfect. Romantically, my type is kind of tough, kind of useless. I love a useless tough guy. For example, I dated a vegan who did martial arts. Useless tough guy. What's the point of a black belt if you can't kill a roach, you know? I love him though. Do you like body hair on a man? Not me, I like him slippery. It's like my grandma used to say, you can make up a folksy saying and no one can call you on it? You should do this. Out of context, someone's like, it's cold out today. Be like, it's like grandma used to say, you can take 10 pigs behind the fence, but you can't fuck them all. You should say that. So, yeah, I'm gonna be 37 this year, you guys.
Yeah. Thank you. You look great.
Thank you so much. I can leave now, I'm done. A lot of love songs aren't really they're written by women in their teens or 20s, and they're all like, let's go out and fuck on the beach, you know? Your love is like an ocean, because I'm drunk all the time. Yeah, I want a song that's like, look, I like that you don't co-parent a dog with your ex-wife. I like that. These have all happened to me, guys. I know, dinner parties are something that I never want to experience again. I'm at the age where it's going to happen. I'm sorry, but sometimes they're just too white. I wish, before on field or before group sex, you can say like, oh, I'm not going to do anal. I wish you could do that before a hang, right? Like, at no point will I get excited about cheese or skiing. I will get excited about Taylor Swift, though. Which, I know, in terms of white things, that's like saying, I'll do anal, but no kissing. Yeah. it's hard to come, you know. Japanese and wasp. It's like making a repressed person out of clay. I'm not gonna. My friend was like, "That's a sexy challenge for men, right? Tell them, be like, I never come, you know. Your turn." And I was like, "Okay, what if he just one-ups me though?" He's like, "Well, I've never gotten hard." Touche. Yep. All right. Whatever. Fuck it. A lot of white guys getting tragically misunderstood lately. Which I don't know. This maybe is just a point, but like, I don't know why it's rocket. If I'm misunderstood, I get raped. You know, like that's right. Okay. Maybe that's but yeah, I feel like it's always the same dudes who are like, no one even tried to understand my intent when I'm saying the racial slurs, who are also like, women are confusing, I'm not a mind reader when someone's like unconscious, you know? Maybe in Brooklyn. Oh. No, you guys are cool. I'm sorry, yeah. These are new jokes, some of them, and pink flamingos. They're your, like, you know, that's our safe word. Did you know, this is just a fact, that when men kill their whole families, it's usually because they're embarrassed? Yeah. This is just a fact that I find really fun. Like, they're literally like, I lost my job. I guess I have to, like, kill my whole family. So, yeah. People often think I'm a bitch. Yeah, one guy, this time, he was like, "You're just bitter, you know? I bet you haven't seen a dick in years." And I was like, "Sir, please, I ride the subway." Yeah, I have maybe some resting bitch face. Someone also said, "Oh, you're nice. The first time we ever met, I thought you hated me." And I think this is, Asian women don't hate anyone, we just find them unimpressive. But I'm not very impressive. Yeah. The last guy I dated, he, you know, he was just in love with his crazy ex, right? His crazy white ex. He just wanted her crazy white babies. I'm sorry, but it's true. That's why I wrote it on my wall in period flood. Yeah, I did date a white guy who studied abroad in Japan. Rookie move, right? He's like, "Where in Japan is your family from?" I was like, "Kyoto." He was like, I can't do it, guys. He's like, "Oh, Kyoto?" Like, I know how it's pronounced, Todd. I went to Japan last year. It was like my third time. I try to avoid telling people because I don't want their white recommendations. Birthright Japan trips they all take. You gotta go. I want to just start doing it back. Be like, you gotta go have a panic attack with my mom. You gotta go take a boat off my uncle's island at 4 a.m. because my mom has convinced you your IUD has gone astray. You gotta have grandma translate loudly because she forgot her hearing aid. Loud stuff in Japanese about your pussy. So that's fun. I have a couple jobs, right? None of them with insurance. One of them is OnlyFans, so yeah, find me if you're creepy and rich. My faves. But yeah, I can't believe I used to send nudes for attention like some whore, you know? Now I'm classy, I only send nudes for money. I had other jobs too. I sold some eggs, you guys, one time for $10,000. Yes, hashtag bad bitch. Hashtag bad batch, that batch was bad. You know? Mostly White Claw and herpes.
10,000?
Yeah. If you are under 33, DM me. So I also, you know, I was a egg donor and then I became a nanny. So you see this one coming, Queens? I was like, I might accidentally raise my own kids. That's awesome. Getting paid for both things. Yeah, I'm not trying to meet the egg kids, but I wish I kept my number just for the sex talk, right? Kids, when a woman loves an apartment very much. Yeah, expensive in New York, but I love it, right? I was working in Midtown. There's no affordable lunches there. I was eating at Duane Reade. Is anyone familiar with the wet sandwich section? I love locking eyes with someone there, like, what choices do you like to get here? Get on OnlyFans. And yeah, my job now, I am a TikTok live stream host. So, alright, this is a weird tangent, but I just had to explain the vibes of this job. There's a YouTube channel you can find from the early 2000s called Let's Paint, Exercise, and Make Blended Drinks. It's a man somewhere in the Midwest wearing a suit, doing all these things, just sweating, running on a treadmill, just spilling shit all over himself. And people call in and they're like, you look stupid, kill yourself. And he's like, we love our viewers, so that's me. But worth it. Yeah, I love New York. I like how we're all dead inside. This is a fun time of the year just for jokes like this. You know how like Paris is the city of romance? People go to the Eiffel Tower to propose. I kind of love it that our version is that thing in Hudson Yards that people jump off of. It's been waiting for you. Alright, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much.
I hope that you'll all join us on our field trip to the vessel soon. Alright, come to the stage right now. He's a man, he can't beat me in a foot race, but he is a co-producer for this show. Give it up for Sean Barry!
Keep it going for James Crowley! As he lied, he beat me in a marathon. I can beat him in a sprint. This is a sprinter's body. I can prove it. There's pictures of me running. That's not doing it. How you guys doing? Good? Does not feel that way, honestly, at all. I'm not gonna lie. This side, you guys feel a little better. Happier? Let's get the energy up right here. Yeah. Close enough. You guys are good. I'm in a weird position in life right now. Currently I'm selling my comic book collection. Yeah, I'm 30 years old and I have to give them up. That's what you're supposed to do. And this right now, I'm living a nightmare scenario. That's just how I have to put it. It's just an absolute nightmare because I'm selling it on Facebook Marketplace. And this experience is the closest I will ever be to being like a hot chick on the internet. Because it's just incel after incel after incel demanding to see my goods. They will not stop bothering me over and over until I give them what they want. And I'm scared to. I'm scared to. I sold one figurine of mine. It was a Flash figurine. And I sold it to this guy, and it felt like the ending of Toy Story 3 if it was directed by Martin Scorsese. Because I handed it over to this guy, and I just saw the look on the Flash's face, being like, why are you giving him to me? Why are you giving me away to this guy? Because this guy looked everything as terrifying as you could imagine, you know? He just looked like he'd never seen the sunlight in 30 years. You know, like he had some, let's call them stains of himself on his shirt when he met me. And I just had to look at him and be like, goodbye, partner. Goodbye forever to my toy. Yeah, all right. I'm not doing great financially at the moment. Yeah, somebody cloned my debit card and stole $1,800 from me. So I need everybody here to Venmo me $50 after the show. Now, it did happen to me. It sucks. It sucks hard because I need money. I need money to live. And, you know, it's one of those, like, my bank called me, like, hey, this happened. I'm like, well, apparently it happened like a week ago, and they just told me this week. And I was like, hey, don't you guys have like fraud alerts and stuff on this? And they're like, yeah, I know, but we didn't see anything like that purchased out of the ordinary for a long time. And I'm like, well, what did he buy? And they're like, well, it was mainly pizza and OnlyFans. I'm just like, damn it. Then I realized I was dealing with a criminal mastermind. You know, I had to deal with Hans Gruber to save my life here. It's tough. It's tough. Like, I'm gonna get the money back because I should, anyways. But it's like, it's the nightmare of having to look at all your debit card purchases. Like, wouldn't you rather just be like, just steal the money? Like, instead of coming to the harsh reality of all the crap you spend money on. It's just so frustrating. Like, do you guys like technology anymore?
No.
No, right? This sucks. Can we go back? Can we just be the Flintstones? Wouldn't the Flintstones be better than this right now? Like, instead of like if you're waiting on a text from some guy, that sucks. But if you're waiting on like a pterodactyl, that's a logical excuse why he hasn't gotten back to you. Right? It's a logical answer as to why Devin is not responding to all your thirst traps. I don't get it. It's hard. It's frustrating. I just hate technology constantly. Like, have any of you guys like had to get into like a modern car? Like one that's like made in like 2000 in the 2020s. Because they stopped figuring out how cars work. Like, they put in all these safety features on them that they're just like, the safety is for who? No one. The safety is for the car, not you. Because, like, I tried to get into a car. I was driving this car. I rented the car. No big deal. I can rent a car. But and it had like a sensor that it's like it detected if cars were coming on the side, and it just would malfunction. So I'm just trapped in this car, and I'm just like, get out of this car. And eventually I just broke the door down. And now I owe a ton of money, so you guys really need to do that. Alright, I'll change subjects. You guys are pro technology. Alright, here's my biggest problem right now, is I've been rewatching Dexter, and now I'm just like pro murder. Anyone else? Just a tiny bit? Like, we're all just like a tiny bit, like, yay, he died. You know, like that's kind of like the logic where, like, you know, we're all like, oh, I would never. And then you get at a certain point, you're like, well, a few of us need to go. A few people can't, like we all love Luigi Mangione, right? Alright, good. Just checking. Just checking, alright. But like, here's the, he gets away with it because he's hot. If I kill somebody, it's like, well, that guy needs to be locked up for good. That guy needs to be locked up for good. It's just, it's just like, don't you guys just hate Elon Musk? Don't you hate this guy? He's the richest man on earth and he just sucks. Like, I think we all agree there shouldn't be any billionaires. Right? This is turning into a sermon for a second, but I'm going somewhere with it. I think there's only been one person who earned $1 billion. The only billionaire to ever exist, I was like, that guy earned it. And his name is Jimmy Buffett. Jimmy Buffett was a billionaire, and he got there solely by selling margaritas and Hawaiian t-shirts. I was like, he knew his audience, and we rewarded him handsomely. And he died a hero. That's what he did. It's like, yeah, like, we're just gonna drink margaritas till we die. And I'm like, give him all the money. That is, as opposed to we have to then just fill out a form online to do shit now. I'm like, let's just keep drinking. That's how I look at it. I don't know. My problem, like, wanting to kill billionaires right now is that it's so plausible. You know what I mean? It's plausible, like, look this way. If we all got together right now as a group, we could kill Barron Trump tonight. He goes to NYU. He is 7 feet tall and 14 inches. We could do it. And a murder club sounds way better than a run club, doesn't it? Right? Oh, we gotta use some time to kind of catch all of us. God, don't murder people. Don't murder people. I've been dating again recently. Yeah. It's not going great. It's not. It's just like this weird unending loop of like texting people I don't like. Like that's just where I'm at right now. I'm like I can feel like I'm not even into this. Why are you texting me back? I'm like, we both should be doing. We're both in our 30s, so it's like the good ones are gone. It's all like no, the good ones are gone, but like there's still fine ones. Like we're not in our 40s yet. Like the 40s is that's when he was like, all right, he's there. Like in your 30s, you're like, all right, my number one choice is gone. Number two is in a situationship. Number 3 is there. Number 3 is not bad. I went on 5 first dates in 1 week.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I went 0 for 5. I mean, I had sex with one of them, but she never used a condom, so I don't count that. That's. It's one of those people. They all ask like what it's like being a comedian, and the immediate follow-up question was like, "Are you gonna tell jokes about me on stage?" And then I had to be like, "No, of course not." And then I'm like, "No, I'm lying here." This is. And I only had one good example because one told me, "He's like, hey, I need to talk to you about something." She was like, "Look, I gotta tell you this. I get 3 spirits visit me at night, and these are the 3 spirits of my 3 future sons." And I was like, well, we already ordered those mozzarella sticks, so I guess I gotta see this through. And she expected me not to tell jokes about her with this, you know? Like, look at this way. I think what's the hot Gen Z term? That's what the kids would call an ick, right? An ick. my thing is, like, as a guy, we really don't have icks. Like, we will plow through to do some plowing, if we're being honest with ourselves. Let me put it this way. This one's not gonna land, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Men don't have icks, and I know this for a fact. Because Adrian Brody is currently dating Harvey Weinstein's ex-wife. Right? That's true. These are facts. That's the biggest ick I can think of. Yeah. That's all right. Too much. Too much. Nah, don't clap for that. That was too dark. She went through a lot too. Why aren't you laughing? That's terrible. Awful of you. Don't applaud that. You guys like this sweater?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of like. There's the one truth. That's the one true answer. I kind of adopted sweaters as my thing to help my comedy career mainly, because the other guy who did sweaters as his thing in comedy, he's not allowed to do that anymore. You know, refresher, that's Bill Cosby. He's not allowed. Listen, I'm not gonna do any crimes. Maybe some murder, but not like a bad crime. Bad crimes at all. Like, they'll probably get me on a public intoxication and maybe one murder, but none of the really bad stuff. I don't know how to dress. I don't know how to dress as a fat guy, because there's no good answers for us at all. It's like you can wear clothing that's way too tight, and then you can wear clothing that's way too loose. Because the way too loose though is the problem is you look bigger than you are. You know, like if you wear too tight, you're like, you know, pronounced. So my current answer is I wear tight pants and loose up top, and then I just look like a melting ice cream cone. That's kind of the easiest solution to these things. There's a lot. I have like just a lot of just like fat guy solutions to everything in general. Like it's just, I want to write a book, but fat guys don't write. That's a little fun fact. We don't. We eat. That's what we do. Like don't wear a shirt into the pool. Don't do that. We've all seen that fat guy wearing the shirt into the pool. Somehow he thinks that we're not going to see that. It's like, what's more odd, seeing somebody shirtless at a pool or seeing somebody wear clothing into a pool? And then he expects us also not to then see him order spaghetti by the pool. Like that's the biggest problem. I think one of the biggest challenges as a big guy is though, like, we love dessert. We do. Absolutely love dessert. But if you go out to dinner with a bunch of people, you can't be the one that's like, let's get dessert. You can't do it. You can't do that in front of these thins. You just can't. You cannot do that. It's a bad look for the whole community. It really is. You gotta represent. Like, what you do is you gotta realize you gotta incept somebody early on at the dinner table. You gotta plan in their head really early on. Be like, we're together. Like, what you do is you go down, you go to the Cheesecake Factory, grab that menu, you flip to the back. It's like, oh, that's where the cocktails are. And then you're like, oh shit, Sarah, you love tiramisu. They have tiramisu. Wait out the hour and a half. Sarah's like, oh, we should get some tiramisu. And you're like, actually, Sarah, I got my eye on that fucking lava cake. That looks way better than tiramisu. Any anti-vaxxers in here? Yep. Shit. Yeah. It's one person. One. Guys, this is Trump's America. There's going to be a lot of them. All right. That's statistically we're a little off right now. It's okay. We can all be like. I understand if you're skeptical of medicine in general. Like just a tiny bit. Like it's correct, but I understand because we all have anecdotal evidence that disproves science sometimes. For instance, in college, I fell off a roof. And I just kept drinking that night. I defied all science and I defied gravity easily. Easily for me. Did that real good. Here's a better example for you though. Like, we've all heard our entire life cigarettes are bad for you, right? Cigarettes are bad for you. I'm not saying it's true, but we've all heard it. Have you not? We've all heard cigarettes are bad for you. Let me put it this way. My mom has been smoking cigarettes for 50 straight years. Some of you are like, 50 straight years? That can't be true. She had 3 sons. She clearly stopped while pregnant. No. Powered right on through that. That's why I'm like this, if I'm being honest. They say you lose 20 minutes off your life per cigarette you smoke. My mom has smoked roughly 12 cigarettes a day for 50 years. That's roughly 220,000 cigarettes. Times that by 20 minutes, that's 4,400,000 minutes. Divided by 1,440 minutes in a day, that's roughly 3,600 days, or 8 years. That's not that bad. That's not bad. 8 years? You kidding me? That's so easy. What if she's destined to be a Jimmy Carter's age? Do you think Jimmy enjoyed the last 8 years of his life? Not as much as my mom enjoyed 220,000 cigarettes. Alright guys, that's my time. Let's keep the energy going.
John Barry, making the case for cigarettes. We are sponsored by Marlboro. Come to the stage right now. He's one of the funniest comedians in New York City. Give it up for Jason King.
Hey guys, make some noise for yourselves. How's it going? Come on! Oh yeah! All right, cool. It's a cool show. I did a show before this. I walked up to music. I walked up to Carl Douglas's Kung Fu Fighting. You guys know that song? Yeah, I like that song because you never hear people write songs about other obscure skills. Right? Like you never hear like bum 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 niggas playing frisbee. Never hear that. I like music. I did another show. I walked out to Shakira's Wherever Whenever. You guys know that? Like that, there's like a line in the song where Shakira says that she has humble breasts, right? There's like a very graceful way to say you have small tits, you know? Right? That would be like if I, the next time I come fast in bed, I'll be like, hey babe, when I come, I do so without hubris. That's what I do. I like R&B music. People like R&B in here? Yeah, okay, cool. I like how you were just like open to it. You're like, yeah, all right, cool. I feel like a lot of times with R&B music, they like sing about how long they're gonna have sex. Right? You guys ever think that they like have trouble like meeting the expectations they set their songs? Right? Like some girl sitting there, it's like, what happened, Akon? I thought you were gonna smack that. I didn't know I had to wait an hour for a Viagra to kick in. I thought you were gonna hit it right now. It's cool. I like rap. I was dancing to some rap music recently. And my grandma was visiting. She's like, Jason, you shouldn't dance to that. You're overlooking the lyrics. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you, grandma. Alright, because you dance to the Copacabana. Alright, I don't know if you know this, but the Copacabana is actually extremely dark, but everyone dances to it because the chorus is so catchy. Alright, to paraphrase, here's what my hypocritical grandma's been dancing to. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. She once was loved by all the boys. Now she's grossing unemployed. She drinks herself to sleep. And in her bed she weeps. Her boyfriend used to be so sweet, but he got shot in the face at the football. My girl was like, fuck Lola. Oh man, let's see. This is a good crowd, man. This is dope. Let's see. Trump is president right now. But I think we should have gone with the shooting plan. I don't know if you guys remember when he got shot the first time, but I'm mad that he like appropriated the Black Power fist. Because like this used to mean Black Power, now it means white invincibility. Next is gonna be like Cape Cod forever. You guys, you remember what he did at like the National Association for Black Journalists? Remember that? He invented like a new way to not get canceled. They were like, Trump, how could you say this to a black woman? He was like, what? I didn't even know she was black. Next thing you'll be like, Trump, I can do this to someone who's paralyzed. Paralyzed? I didn't know that was a wheelchair. I just thought it was a really cool seat. Yeah, there are a lot of planes crashing nowadays. There are a lot of planes crashing. And I was at an airport recently, and this dude was like, dude, there's a celebrity on our plane. Now we're gonna be okay. And I was like, I disagree. I was like, now we're gonna die and nobody's gonna talk about us. Like, you guys remember when like Kobe Bryant died? There were like 10 other people on that helicopter. They were like the genius, the legend, Kobe Bryant is dead. Also, there were 10 other little girls with dreams, but mostly Kobe Bryant was dead. They were like, we shed a tear for Kobe Bryant and Kobe Bryant alone. So I had to check. I was on my plane. I was like, I gotta see who the celebrity is. And I looked. And I was like, Adam Sandler. Fuck. Like people love him. My parents are not gonna know about me for a week. Why couldn't it be Kevin from Shark Tank? Nobody likes it. They'd be on the news, but like 200 amazing people died on a plane today. Also, Kevin died. So there was some good news. See, Yashiga talked about Japan. She was like, is she here? She left? Alright, cool. But she was talking about how like white people have like birthright trips to Japan. I feel like so do black people, especially if you have glasses. Every black guy with glasses loves the internet. Alright, so I was in Japan recently. It was cool. I love Japan. That was awesome, you know? And I can the thing is I can speak a little bit of Japanese. So it was dope. So like people would come up to me and they'd be like, "Oh my God, your Japanese is so good." And I was like, "Oh, thank you. And I was like, "Wait a minute, this is just the Asian version of white people telling me I'm well spoken." That's what it is. I was talking to a friend. He was like, "Dude, they like profile us here, but they like profile us nicely." And it was true because I was like on the street and I was like combing my hair with the hair pick, and this Japanese dude came with me about. It's like, "Konnichiwa, kite," and he told me to follow him. And so I followed him, and he like brought me to like an officer, and he was like, "Police, black man." And then he bowed and he left. I was like, "This man just escorted me to the police." And the thing was, I was using a hair pick, right? And they didn't know what that was. They thought it was a weapon, right? So they like the police officer puts me in cuffs and he puts me in the back of a police car. But before he does, he gives me a neck pillow. I'm like, I'm having such a good, terrible experience. Right? I'm back in New York. People from New York in here? Yeah, make some noise if you're from somewhere else. Okay, all right. It's like where y'all from?
Not me.
Not you? All right. I won't pick on people. You clearly sat in the back because you did not want to get picked on. I apologize. Yeah, I'm back in New York. I used to live in San Francisco. Can I tell you guys a joke I'm not allowed to say in San Francisco?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay. So, there's a female Asian comic in San Francisco who tells a lot of stereotypical jokes about her race. And we recently just learned that a white dude writes all her jokes. Now I don't want to say anything about this comic, all right? But this white dude is diabolically racist. They're like, they really believe my words if it comes from one of their own. Yeah, no, she's blowing up on Kill Tony right now, so I didn't want to say anything. And but you know, because I was like, maybe there's like a young Asian comic who looks up to her, and I was like, nobody's looking up to this Asian coon, all right? And I could say that, you know what I mean? Like, coon is our word, you know what I mean? It's almost like S-word nigga, you know what I mean? Like I'm black, so I can say nigga, but I'm not brown, so I mute the sand. That's an aggressive joke. Anyway, I'm back in New York. New York's cool. It's cool. I was on a train recently. I saw somebody spray painted on the train. They wrote, "Fuck Ching Chong Latino boys," and I was like, I've never seen a more racist way to refer to Filipino people in my life. You could tell when that guy wrote that he did not know what the fuck he saw. If you ever see someone from Nepal, he'd be like, "Fuck these." Wonton Punjabis? What is it? Yeah, man. I got off that train. I went to my storage facility. I saw this dude walking out the storage facility with a larger than life-size replica of a horse. And I like to think to myself that dude just got broken up with his girlfriend, and he was like, "I'm bringing back my cool thing." Yeah, New York is it's changed. You know, it's changed a lot. It's a lot more gentrified than I remember, right? And sometimes I wonder like how bold the first hipsters had to be to put a hipster store in the middle of the hood. And then you realize that hipster stores have nothing that robbers want. Right? Like if a robber broke into a hipster store, he'd be like, "All right, give me all the fucking artisanal jams." Matter of fact, let me get one of them tan journals. I remind myself never to do this again. Actually, let me get that book on the perils of gentrification. Yeah. I don't like going to like gentrified neighborhoods that are like right next to the hood. You know what I mean? Because like the white people there are afraid of black people, and I'm afraid of black people. So it makes for a very confusing situation. Right? Like a white woman sees me, she gets on the phone, she's like, "There's a strange black man here." I'm like, "Where?" She's like, "It's freaking out." So we gotta run. She starts running, I remind her. She turns around, it's like, "I'll give you whatever you want." I run past her, I'm like, "We can't give up now." Here's an interesting thing about gentrification. You guys ever think about this? Sorry, can I touch this?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I feel like Mr. Bean, you know what I mean? Oh man, oh man! Oh! God damn it, dude! Okay, alright, well. I'm sorry. Whatever I was about to make on this, I'm about to lose all of it, guys. I'm so sorry, Flamingos. Damn, I thought that would have been really cool if it came back on. Alright, I apologize. What was I talking about? Somebody remind me. Oh, gentrification. Anyway, here's a weird thing about gentrification. You guys ever, like, this is weird. There are, like, people who are growing up in the hood right now, right? That are going to make it out of the hood, and they're going to be successful, and they're going to make six figures, only to not be able to afford the hood that they escaped from. Isn't that crazy? Like, if Biggie Smalls was still alive today, he couldn't afford, like, to be in Bed-Stuy. He couldn't do it. Like, he'd need, like, roommates. Right? P. Diddy would be next door, like, fucking Meek Mill, you know? And Biggie's trying to write in the living room. He's like, "I wish it was all a dream." Speaking of P. Diddy, you guys know about the Family Matters story? Do you know about this? You know? Okay, I'll tell you. All right, I'll tell you. Some of you know, but I'll tell. But basically, so P. Diddy's having sex with somebody, and apparently he's having sex, like the person who he's having sex with is screaming or whatever. So there's like a rapper, not screaming, not like enjoying it, I guess. And there's like a rapper visiting, right? And the rapper is like, "Man, he's like going off. I gotta see what's going on." First off, very sus, very super sus. All right. So he goes, he checks, and he opens the door, and it's the dad from Family Matters. Yeah. And I just want to know if he responded like the kids on Scooby Doo, you know, like he was like, "Carl Winslow." And then P. Diddy was like, "I would have got away with it too, but we're pretty men on the kids." All right, I wrote that this week. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know. I'm sorry. If you guys like Carl Winslow, I apologize. All right, that's cool. People are dating here. We're doing that. We're doing that? All right, I'm pretty bad at dating. I'm pretty bad because I grew up Jehovah's Witness. Yeah, I grew up religious. All right. That was nothing for that. All right, cool. Everybody in here is getting a magazine after this. I grew up, and I think it's why I started doing like stand-up comedy, right? Because it like takes a lot of boldness to try to get up here and make people laugh. And you know what's way more bold? Being age 6 and knocking on a 50-year-old's door and being like, "I have the answers to all your problems." I'm getting a lot better though. I'm getting better. Like I used to be afraid of the friend zone, but I recently realized I could friend zone people more than they're friend zoning me. Yeah. So recently this girl was like, "I don't want to go out with you, but you could buy me drinks as friends." And I was like, "Nah." I was like, "Since we're friends, how about we do some friend shit, like letting me borrow $200? How about I send you my resume, you send me back some action verbs?" That's cool. Yeah, I was actually dating this bisexual girl recently, and I was thinking to myself, like, "Yo, if she cheats on me, I hope that she cheats on me with a man, cause I have to hit somebody." You know what I mean? Like I hope that they're at least like a she/they. People be like, "You hit a girl?" I'm like, "Did I?" I think that you're disrespecting them. Here's a weird thing about cheating. You guys ever like think about how weird it is that we like use the term cheating to refer to infidelity? Yeah. Right? It's like it's a strange word. We're like, hey, that guy had sex with someone who's not his wife. No fair. Right? It sounds less like a term for hurting your partner, more like a term for how you fraud society. It's like that scoundrel has taken more than his fair share of twat. I say to you, he is a cheat. I have a question. I wrote a new joke. Can I tell you guys my joke about Down syndrome?
Sure. Yes.
Okay, all right. So recently, I was volunteering and I met this black dude with Down syndrome, right? And he was wearing a suit, and I was like, "Hey man, like, what do you do?" And he was like, "I teach white people Black history." And I was like,
For real.
How little do white people know? You know what I mean? Like if I had a friend who's like, yeah man, I'm doing a cooking class that's taught by a dude who has Down syndrome. I was like, you probably can't cook at all. Like either they don't know anything or they were like really racist. They were like, nah, he doesn't look any different from the others. Alright, that's aggressive. I'm sorry. I'm still figuring it out, okay? Anyway, I know I'm gonna get canceled. Alright, I know I'm gonna get canceled because I get into a lot of PC standoffs. You guys know what that is? Alright, it's when you're at a comedy show and then you say the wrong thing and then a lady with purple hair starts recording you. So then you also draw your weapon. Sometimes you keep a real gangster, hit her with the landscape. She's trying to get you canceled. You're trying to get it turned into a remix. She's like, you cannot say that joke. All right, my Instagram is Jason King from Queens. Give it up for your host, everybody.
Jason King, everybody. That was great, but now I need to fix it. All right, cool. All right, so close. These are meant for people's lawns, you know? All right, anyway. All right, cool. Guys, at Ugly Flamingos, we like to change it up. There's a lot of comedy, but we like to close out with some music. So come to the stage right now. She just released a new single, and she's got an album coming out later this year. Give it up for Lauren Reiner.
Like really about to kill the vibe. Like my song's about having attachment issues and stuff. Definitely not alone there. Yay! Dating in New York City's terrible. Anyways, yeah, I don't even know how these guys are. Like, I haven't gone on a date in like 6 months. I don't know. Anyways, can you hear this well enough?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. This song is called Lifeline. How many breakups does it take to forget you? When was the last time I knew how to live without you? You've been my SOS since the day we met. Why do I love you? Got so many reasons not to. I'm too good at hiding bad times in the review. You've been my 911, but you're not the one who's gonna save me. Don't wanna need you, baby. You're my safety net, but I'm hanging by a thread. You're the air I breathe, but you're worse than a cigarette. You stitch me up, but you're the one who makes me bleed. You're my lifeline, but you're killing me. hard to believe it, but we weren't always like this. Your heart was sweet before it filled up with resentment. I still pick up the phone when I need rescuing, but you're not gonna save me. Don't wanna need you, baby. You're my safety net, but I'm hanging by a thread. You're the air I breathe, but you're worse than a cigarette. You stitch me up, but you're the one who makes me bleed. You're my lifeline, but you're killing me. We're so toxic, black and blue. I know goodbye is overdue. You let me down, but I let you. You're my safety net, but I'm hanging by a thread. You're the air I breathe, but you're worse than a cigarette. You stitch me up, but you're the one who makes me bleed. You're my lifeline. Oh, you're my lifeline, but you're killing me. Thank you. I think that's gonna be the next single. I'm like, I don't know, I keep changing my mind because the Instagram algorithm is like driving me crazy. I don't know. Also, fun fact, I'm actually at NYU as a grad student studying to be a therapist because there's no money in music. Yay! So this next one is called Bad Taste. This was the second single that I put out from this album, and it's kind of funny that Sean brought up the ick because my bragging point on this song is my friend and I wrote this before the ick was a thing. This was written in 2018, and it's just about someone with a bad taste in your mouth. I let it slide the first time. You know your words cut like a knife. You always take it too far till I'm kicking you out of my car. Who do you think you are? It's time that somebody put you in your place. I won't be giving you another clean slate. Bitter, bitter, baby. Nothing sweet about the way you treated me. You've been pushing your ugly lately. Since your sugar coat started to break, you've been leaving me with a bad taste. I used to have a sweet tooth, needed a fix I could only get from you. You used to hold all of the power till you turned to something sour. No more kissing me up against the kitchen counter. It's time that somebody put you in your place. You never deserved a clean slate. Bitter, bitter, baby. Nothing sweet about the way you treated me. You've been pushing your ugly lately. Since your sugar coat started to break, you've been leaving me with a bad taste. Why did I let it slide the first time? Bitter, bitter, baby. Nothing sweet about the way you treated me. You've been pushing your luck lately, since your sugar coat started to break. Yeah, your sugar coat started to break. You believe in me with the bad taste. I'm never gonna give him more time to waste. So go ahead and find another girl to chase. You believe in me with the bad, bad taste.
Thank you. Do I have time for 3 more, or should I do 2? Where's James? Okay. This next one is not on my album. It's actually out, but it's under somebody else's name. It's under my friend's name. She goes by Talker. And this is one of my favorite songs ever, and we were in Vegas with my family for Thanksgiving because her boyfriend had just broken up with her. And then we accidentally drove by his hometown, and she'd never been there. And we wrote this, you know when girls hang out, one of them is in the shower and the other one just sits in the bathroom? That was kind of how this was written. So yeah, this song's called Summerlin.
It's never been this cold this time of year. It's snowing in the canyon. How did we get here? It's never been this dark, a starless sky. The weatherman can't understand, but I know why. 5 days in, ended up in Summerland. Funny how I've never been. Five days since the night that I lost my grip. Wish I could stay in Summerlin. The streets whisper your name. I'm driving blind. I wonder if you ever sped down Vegas Drive. I know I don't belong here. Didn't mean to pass through, so I'll just run away the same way you do. 5 days in, ended up in Summerland. Funny how I've never been. 5 days since the night that I lost my grip. Wish I could stay in Summerlin. I remember who you used to be. Left him behind when you left me. Are you happy that you're finally free? Even if you still love me, can't we stay in Summerland? Come back to Summerland.
next one is actually very new. I wrote it a couple weeks ago about being annoyingly attached to like a mediocre man, but also just about like being a people pleaser and doing way too much for other people and they're not doing anything for you. Yeah. And it's called I Shouldn't, 'Cause You Wouldn't.
I wanna ask you out to dinner, but you leave me undelivered. It's stupid, I get triggered by something so dumb. I gotta tell you, I've been thinking about that time that we were drinking, and the signals you were mixing, and I feel so dumb. Yeah, I go against my better judgment, even though you're not gonna be my future husband. But I try so hard, I'd do anything for you. I shouldn't, 'cause you wouldn't, but I do. I never learned to play my cards right, show my hand and show my insides. I overthink the whole night, I'm just so dumb. I know it's not even about you, I'll spit you out when I overchew and laser off the tattoos, but I can't undo how I go against my better judgment, even though you don't wanna see me at my roughest. But I try so hard, I'd do anything for you. I shouldn't, 'cause you wouldn't, but I do. I don't know why I'm so hell-bent on self-destruction. I jumped head first and end up with concussions. I try so hard, I don't care what you put me through. I shouldn't, 'cause you wouldn't, but I do. I shouldn't, 'cause you wouldn't.
Thank you all for commenting and staying for the music person at the comedy show. My name's Lauren Reiner. I'm on Instagram. I'm also on Twitter, but I don't share that username because I just post embarrassing things there. So this last song is my most recent single, and it's about taking antidepressants. So I actually just upped my dose a couple weeks ago. Not a mistake. Not a mistake. I have no sex drive now, but that's okay. At least I'm like I'm laughing more, so that's good. But yeah, this song's called My Mess.
I take my meds in the morning, then I put on some porn and hope the sun goes back down. I take my meds in the evening, gave up searching for meaning. The stars don't guide me now. Tell me how I'm supposed to feel. Nothing ever seems real. Been a while since I've been in the deep end, head above water. Why can't I breathe yet? I'm alive, but I can't find a feeling. Tell me what's better, silence or screaming. seems real. Been a while since I've been in the deep end, head above water. Why can't I breathe yet? I'm alive, but I can't find a feeling. Tell me what's better, silence or screaming? Never thought I would get so dependent. Let me know if you know where my head went. Anything just to feel something different. Who am I now when I'm not pretending? I take my meds 'cause I need to. I do what I have to. Won't make it on my own.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Lord Meyer, everybody! Thank you guys for coming out to Ugly Flamingos. This is a monthly show. We are here the first Thursday of every month at QED, 9 p.m. every single month. Our April lineup drops on Monday. So thank you guys again. Get home safe. We also have to clear out the room for the next show. So